Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be looking at the metric system, and we're going to be looking at the metric system unit for capacity, okay? So capacity basically can be thought of as anything, the measure of something inside a bottle, okay? Or the measure of something inside an item. It's how much the item contains, what's in there. So the volume was the entire area of the cube. But let me give you an example. Let's say you have a cup, okay? A drinking glass, cool. And the volume of this drinking glass may be the entire volume, cool. So everything in the whole drinking glass, while the capacity of the drinking glass would be how much water can actually hold in this drinking glass, right? So that's totally different from the volume. It's actually very different. So basically, it's how much is actually in the container. You understand what I mean? So when you look on soda labels or a water, for example, you have water with wow again, right? We're looking at a water bottle. Cool. So let's say you have this water bottle, and usually on the container there would be an amount listed, usually in milliliters, right? Or even centiliters, right? And it shows how much water is actually contained in this bottle. You understand what I mean? So that's what capacity is. That's the difference between capacity and volume. The volume would be the entire thing, including the outside casing for the bottle, while the capacity would be what's in the container. Okay, guys? So the liter is the standard unit used to measure the capacity of a container in the metric system. And the abbreviations commonly used are the milliliter, ml, used to measure small amounts of liquid. So for example, you would have your medicine in milliliters, right? Like DPH would be measured in milliliters, right? Cough medicine, that would be measured in milliliters. Then you have centiliters, right? Which is used to measure moderate amounts, which would be like water in a bottle, right? And then you have liters used to measure large amounts, like liters of gas in your gas tank. Yeah, liters of water in a huge water tank on the top of your roof, right? So for example, you have this huge water tank on the top of your roof here, and this would be measured in liters because it's really a lot of water that would be in here, right? Cool. So all right, so it says liters are used to measure large amounts, and 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeters cubed. And the conversion tables are as follows. We have the conversion table here, guys. 1 liter is 100 centiliters. 1 liter is 1000 milliliters. 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeters cubed. 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeter cubed. And 1 meter cubed is equal to 1000 liters. Okay, so this is like 1 meter cubed is huge, right? Because 1000 liters is actually a lot of, that's a huge capacity, right? Cool. So once we have our conversion tables as usual, guys, then we're able to do questions. All right, so let's just look at some questions now and look at how we're going to convert using liters, milliliters, and centimeters cubed, right? Also, guys, on bottles as well, they also use centimeters cubed as well a lot, right? So you can look at your water bottle right now and say, what's the capacity of this, right? And you would actually see it in centimeters cubed or milliliters, and sometimes in liters. That's why you have a 2 liter Pepsi. You understand what I mean? So this 2 liter Pepsi, right? It contains 2 liters of liquid of soda, which is actually, when you really think about it, that's a lot of soda, It really is a lot of soda. I don't think anybody should be drinking 2 liters of soda. But yeah, interesting, right? So let's look at some examples now, guys, and let's keep the conversion table close by. All right, guys, great. So we can look at these examples now, seeing that we have our conversion table. Okay, so let's look at the first one. It says convert to liters, right? 9,000 milliliters. And we know that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters, right? So let's look at A. Since 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters, then 9,000 divided by 1,000 would give us 9 liters. All right, guys, so that's the answer for A. Cool. So let's move on to B now. Now for B, it's the same thing. This is in centimeters cubed, and we have 569,000 centimeters cubed, and 1 liter is equal to 1,000 centimeters cubed, right? Just like the milliliter. So in this example, we have to divide the 569,000 by 1,000, and we're going to end up with 569 liters. All right, guys? Cool. All right, so we can move on. So finish number 1, and let's move on to number 2. It says change to centimeters cubed or milliliters, right? But we know that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 centimeters cubed, or 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters, right? Just like the last example. So 3 liters multiplied by 1,000 would be equal to 3,000 centimeters cubed, or 3 times 1,000 would also give us 3,000 milliliters. Okay. All right. So for this one, for B now, it's the same thing. 65.66 liters. If you multiply that by 1,000, we should get 65,660 centimeters cubed, or 65,660 milliliters. Okay. All right. So for the last one here, we have express in meters cubed, right? And meters cubed is huge. Meters cubed is also equal to 1,000 liters, right? So if we want to express this 67,000 liters in meters cubed, then we would have to divide it by 1,000, and we would end up with 67, right? 67 meters cubed, right? And meters cubed is really big. More than likely, that would be, for example, the volume or the capacity inside a swimming pool, right? Very big, very huge, meters cubed. And so for the last one here, we have to do the same thing. We want to express 586,000 liters in meters cubed. So we'd have to divide it by 1,000 based on the conversion table. And we would end up with 586 meters cubed. All right, guys? Cool. So capacity so far seems to be the easiest one to me. Not hard to mix up. Very easy to point out what you can convert from liters to centimeters cubed or milliliters. Centimeters cubed and milliliters are the same thing, right? 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeters cubed. And meters cubed is for very large areas. For example, how much is in the Mona Dam? You know, you'd measure that in meters cubed instead of just liters, right? So, right, guys. So we're finished here, and we can move on to mass now, my friends, which is how heavy something is. And I'll see you guys in the next lecture. All right, guys. All right, guys. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next lecture. And remember to do your best, and God will do the rest.